Hey everyone, this is my series, Worth the Binge. I've wanted to start this series for a while. My friends always ask me for recommendations on what shows to watch because I would just blow through a lot of shows in a very short amount of time. I don't feel bad about it because I counted it as self-care and they would always joke that I should make YouTube videos to post so that other people can also benefit from knowing whether it's worth watching or not. Also, especially now that everyone has to be at home more, I figured this is the perfect time to do this. I'm going to structure this as numbered rankings in 3 different categories so that it's not just me rambling about my thoughts the whole time. The first category is visuals/aesthetics because I'm a very visual person and I just love the way things look. Really matters to me. I appreciate when they put in little details that you're like, oh, they didn't have to put that in there, but it really enhances the whole experience. Also, my best friend works in the film industry, so ever since that, I've definitely paid a lot more attention to camera angles and things like that. The second category is acting quality. Obviously, the better that is, the more enjoyable it is to watch. And the third category is plot/structure. So let's get started. This review is for the show Atypical, which is a Netflix original. There's 3 seasons so far, and the 4th one, I believe, is coming in 2021. The category is drama, and it's just a very heartfelt show overall. It's about a guy who has autism spectrum disorder, and the story sort of revolves around his path and how he interacts in the world, and also how his family has certain struggles and things like that. So for the first category, which is visuals, I'm going to actually give this a 5 out of 5. The directors and producers really did a great job with a lot of cut scenes where you switch between the story and then a sort of, I guess, voiceover part where the main character is talking about how he felt. So it sort of breaks up the main storyline, but it's very seamless and they did a great job incorporating that. Also, the other reason this gets a 5 out of 5 for this category is because, like I said, I really appreciate the little details and they do a lot of close-ups or zoom-ins on certain scenes to a particular body part or like, you know, even if it's just an object, but there are a lot of very tastefully added elements like that that I love. For example, let's say the main character is super stressed out and he has a rubber band that he flicks, and so then the camera will zoom in onto his hand and show the rubber band flicking, and then have the sound effect of the boing sound and like intense music build up and things like that, and I just really appreciate those little details. The second category is acting quality. So for this, I'm also going to give it a 5 out of 5 because everyone in this show really meshes together so well. Kira Gilchrist, I think I'm saying that right, does an amazing job playing the main character. He doesn't actually have autism spectrum disorder. And of course, the show had consultants for, you have to be really careful with stuff like this. You want to portray it to be as true as real life. So he just did a really great job. Also, I'm biased because Graham Rogers is also one of the main characters, and I love him. He was also in Quantico, kind of a hunk, so... In general, the whole cast is amazing. The family members really just work so well together, and you end up loving all of them. For the third category, which is plot/structure, I'm also going to give this a 5 out of 5. Wow, I feel like this is the first time I've given a show 3 5 out of 5s. But yeah, there was a lot of great build-up, family drama, and they sprinkle in some funny moments in there. And also just in general, like I said, the acting was great, and when the character relationships just develop over time, everything gets exponentially better. And so yeah, you really can't stop watching this show once you've started. And finally, for my recommendation on if you should just in general watch this show, I'm going to give it a yes. Absolutely. It's so important to have more shows that show people who have disabilities, and I just think it's really important that the show exists. They've gotten maybe a little bit of backlash. Stuff like this is pretty difficult to get it right every single time. I just feel like it's really important that this show is out there, and they did a great job. Also, I gotta plug the animal references because I love animals in general, and there's a lot of, in the writing, there's a lot of parallels that are made between animals and people, which I really loved too. So that's it for my review of Atypical. Definitely go watch it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!